Hi, this is ProACT Sam with this short living and working abroad show where I just want to highlight social insurance, national insurance contributions. We talked recently about the introduction of the EU Blue Card scheme as a way for remote working on short-term 2-3 year contracts for people living and working abroad. We've also talked about the radical uh, Cyprus tax change and where they're levelling out and conforming to the requirements of the OECD and the international conventions on high rate taxes. But tax is one thing, social insurance, national insurance is another thing. The UK has got a number of agreements, social insurance agreements with other jurisdictions. That means that you can transfer your benefits between the two countries. But as a non-EU country, the UK, you can still, as a British citizen, build up a contribution towards a UK state pension and potentially have a social insurance in another jurisdiction. So you might want to be living and working abroad long term, but maintain your UK national insurance contributions. So you've got those two state pensions as a savings scheme. The alternative would be, so if you're going on a short-term contract under an EU Blue Zone uh, a blue card scheme or something similar for 2 or 3 years, those 2 or 3 years abroad, if you choose the right country, they're not lost in terms of your UK contribution. So you've got the option when you go abroad to maintain UK and your overseas contribution to build up two pension pots. Works if you're doing it long term living and working abroad, or if you choose a right country to work remotely in or to get a contract in, then the contributions abroad can then all be rolled up, either the overseas social insurance rolling into the UK state pension benefits, or the UK contributions while you were in the UK rolling into your overseas state pension benefits. So it's something that's worth considering. And again, it's something where the UK are doubling down on. They've got a voluntary rate that you can pay while you're overseas as an expat at 900 a year. But if you're living and working abroad on a short-term contract, technically you should be able to pay class two to retain some pension benefits and bereavement benefits in the UK. It's not a clear policy in the UK. There have been some recent changes which have concluded now, and hopefully we'll see a rolling out of better processes from HMRC. But if you're living and working abroad in the EU or in countries like Yugoslavia, the former Yugoslav republics, Bosnia, Serbia, Montenegro, New Zealand, Chile, Canada, USA, Barbados, Bermuda, Japan, countries like this have all got a social insurance agreement with the UK. So first of all, you can leave on a short-term basis. You get a UK a GHIC health card for your healthcare overseas, and you can pay contributions if you're using an EU blue card, for example, for working abroad for a couple of years, and the contributions can count back into the UK, or vice versa. You can maintain a separate pension pot. If you relocate abroad permanently for a long time, then you've got the other scenario where you can just keep your contributions and have two state pensions potentially when you finish. But it needs a reciprocal social insurance agreement. Not every country has them with the UK. Some do, some don't. To consider what your options are and whether it's a good investment of your money and time to invest in UK and overseas state pensions, or to roll it up into one, you can contact us at proactpartnership.com. We'll help and advise you on the best way forward for those type of investments in long-term healthcare and social welfare benefits. Contact us at proactpartnership.com, and we'll see you again next time.